Hi, this is Angie with Polished Picture, and today I want to give you some tips on how to search quickly for your actions when you're using the ActionFire dialog. The first thing to understand is that the ActionFire dialog will pull up your actions in the exact same order as they appear in your actions palette. So if I want to run an action, I'm going to give you an example called Touch of Light. The first one that appears is the copyright information that's actually recorded as an action. That's not the one that I want to run. I want to run the actual action, which appears second in my list. Rather than having to hit tab and then my arrow key to get down there, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rearrange the order that they appear in my actions palette. So I'm going to find this MCP action. Now you only have to do this one time ever. You don't have to do it every time you open Photoshop or anything. But I'm going to move this Touch of Light action above the copyright information. And you can see now that next time I run this and look for touch of, this action is going to appear first in my list. So all I have to do is hit enter. I don't have to use my tab or arrow keys to make that action run. You can see over here in the side that it ran. So that's the first tip. Like I said, they're going to appear in the same order. So if you want one to appear before another while you're searching, just go ahead and drag them. You could drag one above the other in order for it to appear first in your list. Now the second tip I want to give you, I know I've mentioned the action before, called Creamy Chocolate Black and White. Now if I begin searching for creamy, C-R-E-A-M, you see all the things that begin with creamy. Again, this Creamy Chocolate Black and White is now second in my list until I type C-H. You could see how many letters I had to type to get there. I don't want to type that many because it's one that I run often, and I don't want to reorder my list because I do use this creamy skin too, and so I don't want to reorder my list. So instead of doing that, you could see that my list began to narrow when I started typing in chocolate. So instead of typing in creamy, I'm going to start typing in C-H-O-C, and now you can see that it's first in my list. Because ActionFire searches for any of these letters in here, you can search for any of them. You can begin typing any of them, and now it's going to run. So rather than having to type, however many letters that was, 8 or 9 letters, I can just type in C-H-O-C, and it's going to be the first one in my list. You can see there that it ran. So that is my second tip to speed up your workflow. The last tip I want to go over is that I know I've mentioned before, I literally have hundreds of actions over here on the side. So when I begin to hit my shortcut keys, sometimes it could take about a second or two for the dialog to pop up because it needs to populate itself with everything over here. So my third tip is this. You can begin typing before the dialog even appears, and I'll show you how this works. I'm going to type my multiply action into the search field after I hit my keyboard shortcuts. You barely even saw the dialog, but that's how fast it works. You don't have to wait for the dialog to actually appear to begin typing and searching for your actions. So like this multiply one I use often, I just hit my shortcut, M-U-L-T, enter. Like I said, the dialog barely appears, but the action is run. So that's my third tip. Don't be concerned if it doesn't load instantaneously. There could be a 1 or 2 second delay just based upon the number of actions you have in your side. So begin typing your action, hit enter, and it will run even if the dialog doesn't appear. That's my third tip. And one more thing, if there are actions in the side that you truly never ever used, you can go ahead and back them up and remove them from your list, and that is one other thing that will make it load faster as well. So those are my 4 tips to give you. If you need more information about ActionFire, please visit our website at polishedpicture.com and look for the ActionFire logo. And if you have questions, you can always contact me using the form on the page. Thank you.